Everybody, it's me, Peyton. I'm coming to you from the North Georgia, Tennessee line, and it is time for our training with Faithful Hustles. So I'm so excited because this week I read this network marketing paper, and I read over it, and I was like, okay. You know, sometimes I read through them, and I'm like, there is just no way. There's no way there's going to be a line drawn between this and that. There's no way. So I read the network marketing paper, and then I cracked open this week's chapter of It's Not Meant to Be a Secret. God Wants to Talk to You. And the one thing I highlighted is I pour in so you can pour out. And it made me think, y'all, when you are on an airplane, one of the first things they say, like when you're getting ready to take off, is these little stewardesses, they get up and they do all this presentation of safety, basically. But one of the things they say is, if these oxygen masks drop out of the ceiling, put yours on first before you try to help anyone else. And that makes so much sense, doesn't it? Because you can't pour from an empty cup. So God pours in us so we can pour out. Stay with me. So this week's network marketing training was all about building that customer loyalty and building your credibility. And a lot of the things that we're doing that was, offering them value, following up with them, checking in with them, just communicating with them, to build that loyalty and community, and to create engagement with them by asking them questions and fostering a sense of belonging. And, I feel like that's what we are looking for as Christians, is that sense of belonging. We are wanting to belong to the kingdom of Christ. I don't know about everyone else, but that's how I feel. I feel like I want to belong. I want to have that sense that I belong there with a bunch of other like-minded people. So, a lot of the things that were in this chapter is talking about, having conversations and giving gifts to those who dive in, and sowing those seeds and planting those seeds, and then checking up on the seed. You can't just throw the seeds in the dirt and be like, best of luck to y'all, hope y'all grow. No. Come on. You have to go and check up on your seeds and water them and take care of them. If there's any weeds growing nearby, you pull them out of the dirt so that your seeds and your plants have room to grow, right? Well, it's kind of like in our network marketing training where we were planting seeds by building communication and following up with them and just planting those seeds daily, going into their personal pages. And for instance, today, one of the first things I saw on Facebook when I opened it up this morning was about a friend whose father had passed away. And a lot of times people won't, they'll just say, oh, and they don't know what to say. So they just kind of scroll past it because they don't know what to say. And I just want to urge y'all to enhance your credibility and build a community with those people. If those are the people that you really care about, Like, I had to go under that girl's post today and be like, I love you. I know this is hard. If you want to talk, you know where I'm at. That's all. That's all I left. Because I really don't know what to say. And there's really nothing you can say to make someone feel better after losing a family member. So, I just told her I loved her. Because that's all I knew to say. And sometimes that's all we can do as people. But loyalty goes a long way. And when you reach out to people that are going through some really hard times, it's easier sometimes to say, okay, you're good, we're good. I feel like the people who reached out and spoke to me when my father passed away were people that I would consider myself more loyal to today. So that's what I'm saying is, when there is something hard, build that community if you care about that person, and go, even if you don't know what to say, just tell them how you feel about them. Just say, hey friend, I'm here for you. You know, like, how to reach me. And just that little bit of love will get you so far, and it is going to go such a long way. And just remember that God pours into us so that we can pour out. He is not going to pour into us so that we can just save it and hoard it. No. He knows there are people in our lives that need to be loved on. And so he's pouring into us so that we can go love on his children for him. Does that make sense? Because, and I know I've shared this story with y'all before, but one time I was at Tractor Supply and I went to the restroom, and as I was walking out, there was this girl standing in the hallway, and I walked past her, and I heard in my brain, go give her a hug for me. And I just was like, yeah, first of all, y'all know that was not my idea. Like, I would never, ever, ever think to myself, I'm going to go give that random stranger a hug. Promise that wasn't my thought. Promise. So when I heard the go give her a hug for me, I literally was like, are you serious? And so I had to walk back to this girl. And this is how I phrased it. And this is pretty much exactly how I sounded to her. I was like, well, this is random, but God wants to give you a hug. Do you want one? And she just goes, oh my God. She just like hugs me and starts bawling in my shoulder. And I'm standing there like, well, what do I do now, God? I gave her the hug for you, and she's crying on me. What do I do with this? Like, and then as quick as it started, she goes, and she goes, I just needed a minute, and thank you so much. And then she just walks off, and I was like standing there dumbfounded, because one, y'all know I wouldn't walk up to a stranger and be like, hey, do you want a hug? No, not my MO. So God is filling us up so we can love on his children for him. And I realized that day. I was like, because he might have been trying to talk to her, but she might have just been so deep in her sadness she couldn't hear. And the fact that he used me to walk up and interrupt that and give her that love that she needed was huge. So God pours into us so we can pour out. And nobody can copy what we're doing. Okay? So just let the Lord lead you of what to do. He's not going to lead you astray. We don't serve a confusing God. We don't serve a God who's going to lead somebody out into the wilderness and be like, oh, well, I guess you're SOL now. Bye. No, that's not who we serve. So love on each other. God fills our cups so we can love on each other for Him. And remember, a little love goes a long way. So my challenge to everyone this week is to listen for that still small voice and start to trying to not overwhelm you with too much work, and then try not to underwhelm you with too little. So start 2 conversations that have nothing to do with your product whatsoever. And you know what? I'll even give you bonus points if you see something and you're like, I don't want to say nothing about that. And you go and actually start that conversation. So, or just say, hey, I love you. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next week.